Previously on When Calls the Heart.
It's time for you to officially step in as mayor, Abigail.
We're neighbors. Isn't it fabulous?
Since you're my business partner, I guess you'd have no problem running the cafe if I take over as mayor.
The whole town's praying for healing. Spring has always been my favorite time of year. It brings the promise of happiness, new hope, new life, new dreams. And nowhere is that promise more real than it is in Hope Valley on a beautiful spring morning. Penny for your thoughts?
I'll give them to you for free. Rip desperately needs a bath. I hope Abigail made scones this morning, and you look absolutely beautiful.
You know, it isn't usually a good idea to make a woman blush while you're rowing.
Why is that?
Because she might just kiss you and then you'd drop the oars.
Well, then we'd be stuck in the middle of the pond all day.
Oh. Well, we wouldn't want that to happen now, would we?
Maybe we would.
And who would do your morning rounds?
I'm sure Hope Valley could get along without me for just a day.
I couldn't.
Sure you could.
I'm serious, Jack. When you had pneumonia and I thought I might lose you.
You were never gonna lose me, Elizabeth.
Well, it's easy to say that now.
I knew it, even back then.
How?
I don't know. Just had a feeling that it wasn't my time yet. That there was more I was meant to do.
There's the man of the hour.
The 7 a.m. hour?
The breakfast hour. Honey bunny.
Do you have to call me that?
Don't change the subject. There's no better way to start the day than with a good breakfast. And this morning, it is Eggs Benedict, Vienna sausage, and toast.
I think I'm gonna have to go with just the toast.
Lee Coulter, that is the 4th time this week that you have skipped breakfast.
Oh, there's just so much happening at the mill right now.
Well, you still have to eat.
I am. Toast.
That is not what I meant, and you know it.
Gotta go. But I promise we'll be home for dinner, okay? I love you.
Here she comes. You must tell Mrs. Hattori she can't raise chickens in town. They woke me up at 4 a.m.
Chickens can't tell time, Florence.
But Abigail, you are the mayor, and as the mayor...
I'm not the mayor until 10 o'clock.
My neighbors are burning grass today. Wednesdays are the day I do my laundry. How am I supposed to get my clothes clean?
My point exactly. What's the use of having laws if we don't enforce them?
I'm not sure we have laws about chickens and laundry.
Then maybe we should.
Someone giving you trouble out there?
Ever since I became mayor.
You need me to talk to them?
Well, what I need is a break from petty complaints from people who have nothing better to do.
You know there's a chance you may have to stay on as mayor. What then?
Well, that sounds like you don't think Henry Gowan will be cleared of the criminal charges.
It's not a stretch.
Well, one day at a time, right?
Abigail, there's someone out front who wants to see you.
I hope it's not about chickens.
It's a man I've never seen before.
May I help you?
Hello. I told the young lady I was looking for the mayor. Do you know where I could find him?
You found her.
Her. You're the mayor.
Last time I checked.
A woman mayor. Now that's different.
Well, we like to be different here.
And I like your attitude.
And you are?
Ray Wyatt with the National Pacific Railroad. I'm here to bring the future to Hope Valley.
You may want to polish those boots.
Why is that?
I heard a rumor that Superintendent Collins is coming to see you tomorrow.
Where'd you hear that?
My buddies at Mountie headquarters.
Any idea what it's about?
Not a clue. But we both know Collins never stops by for a social visit.
Thanks, Bill.
Now, you already have a spur line that runs to the sawmill and back, but the railroad wants to put in a main line right through Hope Valley, straight through to the West Coast.
The depot will be just outside of town.
How far outside?
About a quarter mile. Right here.
The train will stop once a day. That'll mean plenty of people spending plenty of their hard-earned money in your town.
I'm sure everyone would love a little more business, but how we go about it is another matter.
And that's why we wanted to talk to you first. Get your approval for the route.
In my opinion, I think the town should hear all this directly from you.
You just tell us when and where, and we'll be there.
look like you were working hard.
Ah, cows pushed a hole in the fence. Lucky thing none of them got out.
Well, let me give you a hand. Hey, Laura. How's school?
Good. See you later, Dad.
I'm glad to see you and Laura doing so well.
Yeah, hard to believe. We've been here nearly 2 years.
Well, must be time to renew your lease with the town.
I was gonna talk to the mayor about it tomorrow. I couldn't imagine living anywhere else.
All right, everyone, this is Cyrus Rivera. His father works for the railroad company, and they just moved to Hope Valley. Can everyone say hello, Cyrus?
Hello, Cyrus.
You can take a seat right here next to Hattie.
Okay.
Can't he sit over there?
He can sit next to me.
Well, thank you, Opal, but I already assigned Cyrus his seat. Now, with the railroad coming to town, there are going to be a lot of new students in our classroom.
But there are already a lot of new students.
Well, our friends from the settlement aren't new anymore. We're a family now.
But we like staying with our friends.
You know what? It's time for a change. Anna, I want you to sit next to Maggie. And Robert, you may take a seat next to Timmy. Richard, next to Paul.
Okay, so deposit that into the business account, so we're ready for payroll in 2 days.
Yes, sir. Mr. Coulter.
Yeah.
If the railroad does come to town, do you think we'll get a contract?
Well, we're certainly gonna try.
There you are. Oh, you have company.
Rosemary? Murphy McBride, my new manager.
Mr. Coulter talks about you all the time.
Oh, that's my little honey bunny.
Excuse me?
Murphy? Bank.
Yes, sir.
So, what is all this?
Fabric swatches for that old chair of yours.
Old? I just got it last spring.
Well, it's drab beyond words. I was leaning towards this tone. I think it'll really brighten up the room.
It's pink.
It's fuchsia. Oh, you're a man. You don't know what you like.
Actually, there is one thing that I really would like.
New curtains. I couldn't agree with you more.
No, not new curtains. When you're in my office, maybe you shouldn't call me honey bunny.
It's a term of endearment.
I know, but don't you think it's a little silly?
Silly?
Yeah.
I see. I guess you'd prefer me to call you Mr. Coulter, like your other employees.
I never said you were an employee.
Lee, married couples have nicknames for each other.
Yeah, not that they use in public.
What was that?
Nothing, no. Actually, I was just thinking, maybe I need to come up with a nickname for you. Yeah, something like, Squidget.
Squidget, that's not even a word.
I know, it's not. It's a nickname. It's your new nickname.
Lee, that is...
Silly.
Sweet. And if that is what you want to call me, I love it.
It's our turn with the ball. No, it's our turn.
Timmy, Anna, please share.
Having a tough day?
Trying to get them all to play together, but the new kids stick with the new kids, and the rest, they stick with the friends they already had.
You know, when I was young, team sports was a great way for kids to make friends.
You think that could work here?
Well, everyone likes winning. You can't win unless you all work together.
All right, then we'll do it. I'll set up a baseball game.
Baseball? I love baseball. If you want, I can coach one of the teams.
And I'll coach the other team.
You?
What?
You sure you want to coach?
Why shouldn't I coach?
Well, I don't know if it's going to be fair. Perhaps you should be equipment manager instead.
Jack, being a coach is about being able to motivate a team and getting them to realize their full potential. I am very good at that.
It's also about scoring runs.
That's the easy part.
Whatever you say, Coach.
So do we have a deal? Your team against my team?
Deal.
Oh!
Abigail, there you are.
Rosemary, I would love to chat, but I have a pile of work to do this morning.
This won't take a moment of your time. I know you are just as concerned about our little hamlet as I am. There is some real trouble that we need to address right this very minute, if not sooner.
What kind of trouble?
Dirt.
Dirt.
It's everywhere.
Rosemary, this is a frontier town. Dirt is okay.
Well, that may be, but when the wind blows from the east, the whole main street gets covered in this thick cloud of grime.
That's sawdust, and it's coming from Lee's mill.
Oh, well, commerce has its price. But there is no excuse for the horses on Main Street.
What's wrong with the horses on Main Street?
Well, they're not housebroken.
Did you complain about these things to Henry Gowan?
He wouldn't listen, but I knew you would understand.
Rosemary, if you want to volunteer to lead a citizens' broom brigade, I would welcome the help.
Pastor, do you think you could help me organize a committee to clean up Main Street?
I didn't think it needed cleaning.
Well, you wouldn't, but trust me, it does.
I'll think about it. But would you mind excusing us for a moment? I need to talk to Abigail about an urgent spiritual matter.
Oh, of course. We can talk about this later.
Thank you.
Opal, you're on my team, and Robert, you're on Miss Thatcher's team.
But I want to be on Cody's team.
These are the teams, and we're not making any changes. You want to play, don't you? Yeah! All right, then. We'll start practicing tomorrow first thing after school, and I want to see real teamwork, okay?
Real teamwork. See you later.
All right. Cyrus, didn't you hear? You're going to be on my team.
I know.
Are you all right?
Sure.
Don't you like baseball?
It's my favorite game.
Then I don't think I understand. Aren't you excited about playing? Is it because you don't know the other kids?
I can't play.
Why?
I hurt my knee. I can't run.
Well, then we'll just have to find something else that we can all do together.
But all the other kids really want to play, and I don't want them to be mad at me.
Oh, no, I won't let that happen.
It always happens. Please, Miss Thatcher. You can't stop the game, not because of me.
So if Cyrus can't play, we're just gonna have to find another way for him to be part of the game.
How?
Well, you said he likes baseball. Why not make him your assistant coach?
Can I do that?
Why not? And I will make Opal my assistant coach.
Oh, she'd love that. As long as Brownie can help coach, too.
And I've been thinking about where we can play. We'll clear the field next to Abigail's.
The field next to Abigail's?
Yeah.
But will there be enough room for the goalposts?
The goalposts. Okay, you have me going there for a second.
Always keep your opponent off balance. I read that in The Art of War.
Well, so this is war?
Prepare for defeat.
And of course, we're looking forward to doing business with all the merchants in town. In fact, I've already asked Mr. Coulter to prepare a bid to supply us with railroad ties. Now, I know I have given you all a lot to think about, so I will leave and let you discuss it. Thank you all for your time.
Thank you, gentlemen. Well, I think we can all agree that was a very thorough presentation. Is there anything else we need to talk about tonight? Yes, Faith.
Mr. Wyatt didn't mention the infirmary. With all the new railroad workers coming to town, I don't know if we'll be equipped to handle it.
I will discuss that with him tomorrow. Anyone else? George.
I worked up in Aberdeen a few years back. When the railroad came through, there wasn't a Saturday night that came and went without someone getting a black eye.
I've already notified Mountie headquarters about bringing on extra men if we need them.
I think Jack and I can handle things for now.
Thank you, George. It's nice to know we have so many concerned citizens.
Cyrus didn't mention anything about a ball game.
Oh, I told him I could pick something else for the class to do, but he didn't want me to.
Cyrus used to love baseball. He was good at it, too. But then a few months ago, he took a tumble off a horse, hurt his knee.
He showed me.
Doctors say he's healing. He doesn't even need the brace anymore.
Then why does he wear it?
He's afraid to take it off. He thinks he'll hurt himself again. It's nice of you to ask, Miss Thatcher, but I really don't think he can play.
Oh, no, he could be my assistant coach. He'll help the kids with batting, throwing, with strategy.
I don't know about that.
Well, can I at least ask him?
Sure. But don't be disappointed if he turns you down.
You did a fine job in there.
I just listened like everyone else.
Trust me, Wyatt wasn't playing to them. He wanted the mayor to see just how accommodating the railroad could be. It's good. Right? It puts you in an enviable negotiating situation.
Thank you for the advice, Henry.
Good evening.
Good night.
What did Gowan want?
Nothing. In fact, he was being helpful.
Is it true? Did you sell me out?
Sell you out?
A couple railroad men showed up at my farm today. They said you're not going to renew my lease, and Laura and I have to clear out to make way for the tracks.
This is the first I've heard of it.
Well, they told me we got to move to a parcel near Tucker's Peak. They said they wouldn't charge us anything to live there, but I've worked too hard to just walk away from my farm.
Your lease is with the town. You and I will discuss the renewal.
If it's all right with you, I'll ride out with Jet, take a look at the land they're offering, and you can figure it out from there.
Thank you, Bill. Jed, don't worry. I won't let anyone take advantage of you.
Lee, you're home. And you brought a guest.
Murphy's not a guest. He's just Murphy.
Evening, Mrs. Coulter.
I know I said I'd be home for dinner right after the meeting, but Murphy and I really need to get to work on that bid for the railroad.
Well, does it have to be tonight, honey bunny? Can't it wait?
Mr. Wyatt needs those numbers as soon as possible. Squidget.
All right, if you have to. Maybe I'll take that dessert next door. Elizabeth's making that dreadful shepherd's pie for Jack again.
Have you been listening through the walls?
I don't do that.
All right.
Have fun with your papers.
The baseball player's pocket companion?
Winners always do their homework.
Look what I brought. Dessert.
Oh, Rosemary, that's very sweet, but I already made something.
Oh, cherry cobbler isn't dessert. It's cobbler. Chocolate cake is dessert.
How did you know I made cobbler?
Oh, who knows? Lucky guess.
Have you been listening through the walls again?
Why does everyone keep asking me that? I was just being neighborly.
And we really appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by.
Well, aren't you going to ask me to stay?
We wouldn't want to impose.
Oh, it's no imposition at all. Though if all you're going to talk about is baseball this and baseball that, not that you were talking about baseball.
Another lucky guess.
Oh, I think I left something on the stove. I better get back before I burn down the house. Enjoy.
I think we are gonna have to whisper from now on.
Maybe we shouldn't talk at all.
This land's full of rocks.
You'd own the entire parcel.
I'm a farmer, Mr. Avery, and the only thing a man can grow here is old.
There's a cabin over there with a view.
Laura loves where we live. She has memories there of her mother. So do I.
Sounds like you've made up your mind.
I don't want to move, not here, not anywhere.
You heard the mayor. She'll speak to the railroad.
I'm not sure they're going to listen to a woman.
No, they don't know this woman.
I've never had cherry cobbler for breakfast before.
Well, I couldn't let it go to waste. Besides, they say it tastes better in the morning anyway.
Whoever they are, they're right. Superintendent Collins. Wasn't expecting you till this afternoon.
No, I finished my business in Union City early. It's good to see you again, Miss Thatcher.
You too. I was just leaving.
Well, actually, I think you should stay. Jack, I'm delighted to tell you that you will be presented with a Commissioner's Medal for all the commendable work you've been doing.
Thank you, sir.
Jack, that's wonderful.
The rescue work you did after the flood, bringing Jake Garrison to justice, rounding up the Tolliver gang? That didn't go unnoticed.
Honestly, sir, I was just doing my job.
Oh, it's more than that. You show exemplary leadership qualities. That's not something you can learn. That's something you're born with.
I don't know what to say.
Well, you have a few days to figure it out. I'd like to present you with the medal this weekend. I've already spoken with Mayor Stanton about it, and of course, well, I expect you to say a few words.
Well, I appreciate that, sir. You see, this weekend we have a big baseball game coming
He'll
up.
be delighted to speak. Won't you, Jack?
Of course.
So, what do you think of the idea?
I don't know.
You know, if you're my assistant coach, you'll make the team better. And to be honest, I could use all the help I can get. You know, when I was your age, my sister and I took ballet lessons together. But one year I got sick and I couldn't dance. And it made me feel so sad that I had to watch her do what I couldn't. But then I realized that even though I couldn't dance, I could still help her be a better ballerina. So I played piano for her every day while she rehearsed. And you know what happened? She became the best ballerina in the class. And it made me feel so happy to know I'd helped her do that.
I guess I could try being assistant coach.
That's all I'm asking.
Okay, Laura, ready?
Good try, Laura.
You know what? You look like an outfielder. So why don't we spread out and catch some flies?
Won't we need a jar?
And stop!
When do we get to practice baseball?
When we're done with our warm-ups. Now let's try some deep knee bends.
Miss Thatcher,
Yes, Iris?
I think they've warmed up enough. I'll get the bat.
All right. And stop. Good job, team. Now we're going to move on to batting.
Children, who would like some lemonade? You want to grab a cup?
Okay, team. While Cody warms up with Timmy, I'm gonna hit a ball, and all you gotta do is catch it. Ready? Oh, okay, that might have been a little bit of a tough one. Anna, can you throw it back to me?
Whoa, you have a great arm.
All I did was throw the ball.
You should be pitcher. You would strike everyone out.
You really think so?
I sure do.
Anna, can I talk to you a second? That was great. Come over here. Cody, would you mind stepping out for just a moment? Thanks, buddy. Let's see what you can do. Pitch to Timmy. Thanks. Timmy, you ready? How's your hand?
Jack, can I talk to you for a minute?
Of course. Keep going, Anna. What's up?
Well, I was just wondering why Cody is not pitching.
Oh, I just wanted to see what Anna could do.
But Cody's been working so hard. Doesn't he deserve to be pitcher?
Abigail, Cody is so good he could play any position. Great. Bring it back in.
Cody, where are you going?
Home.
Why?
I don't want to play if I can't be pitcher.
But you're the best player on the field. I would give anything to do what you can do.
If I'm the best, then why is Anna pitching?
Because she's good at throwing. You can catch flies, throw out runners, hit home runs. Maybe you'll be the next Ty Cobb.
Ty Cobb's the best.
And he never pitched.
Burning the midnight oil?
Just doing some paperwork.
Jack, you're a terrible liar. I know you're working on that speech. Good news is, I'm here to help.
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a few words.
I have won dozens of awards for my acting. Writing acceptance speeches is what I do.
I'm not sure this is the same thing.
Of course it is, silly. And I brought these for inspiration. Now let me see. Perhaps the Bart... Oh! How far the little candle throws its beams, so shines a good deed in a naughty world. What do you think?
Well, I'm not a candle.
It's a metaphor. Oh, fine. Let's look at another. Alexander the Great. You and I, gentlemen, have shared the labor and shared the danger. The rewards are for us all. It's always good to thank the little people.
Rosemary, these words are nice, but they're not mine.
Constable, we need your help down at the saloon. Old man Mueller's been cheating at poker again.
I'll be right there. I'll be back in a second.
Take your time. I have all night. You didn't see a thing. Oh.
Sorry to interrupt you, Elizabeth, but I'm about to close up.
I'm so sorry. I must have lost track of time.
Must be a good book.
I feel like reading about knuckleballs, two-baggers, and daisy cutters, whatever that means.
Well, that's a hard-hit ground ball fast enough to cut the petals off a daisy.
You know a lot about baseball. Could you please give me some pointers?
I'm sorry, I can't. I have to be impartial.
Why?
Jack asked me to be the umpire.
You're the umpire?
Is there a problem?
Not with you. But Jack and I are gonna have a little talk.
Thanks.
Jack, did you ask Bill Avery to be the umpire?
Yeah, we talked about the game last night. Thought it'd be a good idea.
But we were supposed to agree on an umpire.
Right. So, who'd you want to pick?
Bill. But that's not the point.
Then, what is the point?
Well, now you have a psychological advantage.
You're taking this way too seriously.
Baseball is nuanced and complex. It is.
Miss Thatcher, Dasher stole a baseball. Now it's covered with doggy drool.
Now that is nuanced and complex.
Do you have any idea how infuriating you can be?
All's fair in love and war.
So which is this?
A little of both.
Dasher, you dropped that ball!
Ready?
Want to see a special pitch?
But you're not on my team.
I think it's okay. Miss Thatcher said we're supposed to be one big family.
Okay.
It's called a slow ball. It's great for a strikeout pitch. You wind up like this.
What's wrong with your leg?
Nothing.
Is that why you don't play?
Cyrus? Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Where are you going, Cyrus? Cyrus. Cyrus, please stop. Oh, sweetheart, I am so sorry.
Now all the other kids are gonna think there's something wrong with me. They always do.
Oh, not here. They're just worried about you.
No. Everywhere we move, the kids at school make fun of me.
Well, they were wrong. You were in an accident. But the doctors say your knee's going to get better.
No, it won't.
You just need to give it time.
I'll never be any good again.
Cyrus, you are good. I've seen the difference you've made in Anna and Cody. It doesn't matter that you can't run as fast as you used to. You have a special gift. You get people to believe in themselves. Now all you have to do is start to believe in yourself again, too. All right.
Did you look at the land before we offered it to Mr. Campbell?
No, sir. I took it off the map. It's more than 10 acres.
Have the surveyors pick out a parcel that we can be proud to offer.
Yes, sir.
My apologies to you both. Dale means well, but he takes shortcuts. We'll make things right for Mr. Campbell.
I appreciate that, Mr. Wyatt. You know where to find me. Thank you, gentlemen.
Mr. Avery, a moment of your time.
Something on your mind?
As a matter of fact, there is, yes. I've been asking around about you. You have quite the resume. Former Mountie, gun for hire, private investigator.
What can I say? I can't keep a job.
I doubt that. No, the truth is I'm impressed, and I don't impress easy. Would you consider taking on the railroad as one of your clients?
Doing what exactly?
Heading up security. Making sure everything runs as it's supposed to. It's not an easy job, so of course your fee would reflect that.
Let me think about it.
That might be the best spaghetti I've ever had.
You really liked it?
I really did.
Well, it's about time you had a home-cooked meal you didn't have to cook yourself.
Can I go with Dad and play kickball with Timmy and Harper?
Kickball? What about baseball?
I'll play baseball tomorrow.
But tomorrow's the big game. Don't you want to practice your pitching?
And his pitching.
Maybe if you work on your release a little. Go ahead. Have fun.
Bye.
Bye.
I think Jack is making a mistake. Cody should be pitching.
Aren't you forgetting it doesn't matter if you win or lose, it's how you play the game?
So it doesn't matter if you lose in darts?
Does it matter if you lose?
I don't lose in darts.
Now that I believe.
I have a surprise for you.
Good surprise or bad surprise?
I rewrote your speech.
How did you?
Oh, it's not important how. It's just important that I made it better.
Well, I wasn't finished with it.
Well, I should hope not. All you did was go on and on about how undeserving you are, how honored you are, blah, blah, blah. I nearly dozed off.
Was it that bad?
Read what I wrote.
This is longer than Socrates' apology.
But much more pizzazz.
Okay. I'll take a look.
Right now.
Okay, this is gonna be a big day. We all focused? You ready? Ready for a big game? Yeah! Okay, good. Let's play ball! Play ball! Woo! Yeah! Let's go! Batter up! Strike one!
Close!
Yeah, Anna, well done, well done. Great work! Hey! Oh! Run! Great! Okay, you guys having fun? Yeah! Take the field! Yes! Oh, Cody, well done! Nice, that's good. Nice catch! You're out!
Is that legal?
It's a hidden ball trick.
Nice play! Nice! Ladder up! Cody, go! Get in there! Slide in there! Slide in there! Out! He's out!
That's it! You heard him! He's out!
No, he was safe by a mile.
That's not right.
Abigail, it's okay. It's okay.
Oh, it is certainly not
Okay, look, everyone has their opinions, but on game day, mine's the one that counts.
Thank you, Bill.
You were making a big mistake.
The call's been made.
The wrong call.
Thank you very much.
Miss Abigail, I don't know if I was safe or
You were
out.
safe, Cody.
No, you wasn't.
You were safe.
He was safe by a mile, Bill.
We're
Safe,
safe.
Cody.
No,
He
you
slid in.
wasn't.
It was
No,
perfect.
Everybody off the field before I eject you. Now. Next batter.
She's a pretty bad sprain. I don't think I can lift the bat.
Oh, well, can we substitute a player?
Miss Thatcher?
Yes, Iris?
I think I can bat.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Don't take it easy on me.
Don't worry, I won't.
Strike one.
It's all right.
It's okay, Cyrus. You got this.
Keep your eye on the ball.
Do it, Cyrus.
Strike two. Nice try, Cyrus. Nice try.
That's my boy.
Bring it home. It's getting late. Calling this game a tie. Any objections?
Not for me.
Or me.
Tie game. Good game, guys. Good game.
Oh, Lee, I'm so glad you were able to take some time off.
I'm so glad you called me Lee.
Anything to get you to stop calling me Squidget.
So we're in agreement then, no nicknames.
Oh, the only reason I call you Honey Bunny is because that's my special name for you. It's only for you.
Like when I call you sweetheart.
Exactly, that's what you used to call me. You know, before the other name.
Well, why don't we make it easier on each other and just be sweethearts?
I love that idea.
Not as much as I love you.
I owe you an apology.
Abigail, us umpires don't take things personally.
No, I'm not apologizing to the umpire. I'm apologizing to Bill Avery. I guess I got carried away with wanting Cody's team to win.
Well, maybe a little. That's okay. It's good to have some fire in your belly. Makes you a good mom. And a good mayor.
Thank you.
Afternoon.
Can I help you?
Harry Gowan.
Oh, it's nice to meet you, Mr. Gowan. What can I do for you?
It's not so much what you can do for me, it's what I can do for you. See, I'm the man that can make sure that your expansion into Hope Valley goes exactly how you planned.
Despite a few hits and misses, we had a good time, don't you think?
A tie game that will go down in Hope Valley history.
Exactly. And all the kids were winners because they all made new friends.
That's why you're a great teacher, Elizabeth.
And you're a great coach.
But not a great speechwriter.
Jack, it's easy if you just listen to your heart.
My heart doesn't know how to write a speech.
Then just let it speak to me.
So, in conclusion, I'm receiving this award for doing my job, for being brave. But there are people here today who are a lot braver than I am, and they don't get medals for it. So I accept this award on behalf of all the heroes here today. And I thank God that I've been given the privilege to serve our community and our country. You know, wearing this uniform, it isn't just an honor. This is my life, my calling. It's my destiny.
Congratulations.
Thank you.